Welcome to the Canadian Grand Prix taking place at the Ille de Notre Dame circuit in Montreal. Last season's race saw Neil Yarney won after a late pit stop. Speaking of Neil Yarney, he had to be replaced after his unsuccessful helicopter lesson. FF1M Asia champion Adrian Sutil takes his place. In Q1, Mitchell again slip out as the top 7 all make it through comfortably. Andy Racing make it into a race again. Here's Q2 and Dodger make a welcome return to qualifying 2. Here's Sebastian Bourdais on a lap. The big story for this race is that teams can now choose which strategy each driver can take. You can choose between 1, 2 and 3 stops, and it shows that the results show that 9 out of the 12 voters chose 2 stops. 2 chose 3 and 1 only chose 1 stop. The teams that chose the strategy are not guaranteed for their own drivers to make the stop, but each driver will make the voted stops. Lewis Hamilton goes 4/10 quicker on that lap. Shake and Bake still have to get the qualifying tyres, but Hamilton doesn't look like he needs them. Raikkonen only goes 11th. Hamilton's lap was a flyer. Here's Sebastian Vettel, who's won back-to-back races in Monaco and Nürburgring, as he rounds the final chicane. Crosses the line, goes second. Genet goes 5th, half a second behind Hamilton. And here's Nico Rosberg, desperate to bounce back. He was off the pace at the Nürburgring all weekend. Ricardo Zonta outpaced him throughout. But now Rosberg is looking to bounce back. Goes 4/10 quicker at the second sector point. Let's see if he can maintain that gap to the finish line. It's interesting to note that 50% of the races so far have seen Zonta outqualify Rosberg. And yes, Rosberg goes 4/10 quicker at the final sector point. And here is Zonta, nearly a second down. Kimi Raikkonen improves on his time but only goes 12th. And here's Robert Kubica for Guy Racing. Oh, he's jumped the chicane, gone far too quick. And that's his lap ruined. Now he's holding up a car behind, who was a Pedersen. Guy Racing now have their 2008 driver lineup confirmed, as Kubica has extended his deal by a year. Bruni goes 21st. Shocking effort. Here's Robert on a second attempt and only 13th. Guy Racing with their relatively new hot Toyota engines may struggle at this track where engine power is crucial. Marc Genet goes 4th. Kimi Raikkonen on the lap. MRD also expected to struggle here after their underpowered engine. But that's a great effort from Raikkonen, goes 7th. Kubica on his 3rd flyer. Still 13th. Giorgio Pansno for Tornado goes 11th. And Scott Speed for X-Elite, 21st, he beats Bruni. And Vettel back on another lap. Another piece of news prior to the European Grand Prix was that the AFIA are considering limiting next season's teams to 11, with the unsuccessful FF1M entrants dropping down to FF2M, but are free to reapply next season. That has been met with rather negative response from the teams. Sebastian Vettel's completing his lap. Oh, just fails to beat Rosberg but goes second. And here's the starting grid for the Canadian Grand Prix. And we can see that Rosberg back on form, at pole position, beating Vettel by half a tenth. Dark Wolf now using the qualifying tyres, but Rosberg was just too quick in qualifying. Hamilton third, beating a lot of others on qualifying tyres. Genet fourth, Webber fifth, Zonta sixth. Good effort from Raikkonen and great effort from Bourdais to get to 8th. Trulli and Pantano complete the top 10. And Adrian Sutil, 8 tenths behind Alonso, in 18th place, beat Liuzzi. The entire grid separated by 3.5 seconds, and here's the red lights, and we're underway. That did not look like a good start from Rosberg at all. Vettel takes the lead, and Hamilton flying up to second place. But Vettel holds the lead, but Hamilton he's charging, he wants to fight Vettel. And Rosberg's dropped down to 4th behind Genet even. So good starts from Dark Wolf. Trulli also up there. And here is Hamilton, he's looking to challenge Vettel for the lead. To turn 8, he's going for it on the inside. And he's done it. Hamilton takes the lead. Rosberg, after a terrible start, is looking to regain that from a 3rd place from Genet. I should say that the teams can choose the strategy. Looks like Hamilton appears to be going quite light. Although not from that shot. The top 5 are pulling away from Raikkonen in 6th. In fact, Rosberg's defending there from Mark Webber, and Zonta challenging Raikkonen now. Christian Klein. Bourdais had a bad start and it's going to get worse. Klein's up the inside. Oh, there's contact. Klein slides, but he's through. Now he's got the Andy racing behind him. Mark Webber's challenging Rosberg for 4th into the hairpin. Up into 4th for Tornado goes Webber. Although Rosberg's still close behind, he's looking to re-challenge that position into the final chicane. Can he do it? Under braking? Yes, he can. Hamilton leads, but Vettel sets the fastest lap. He's closing in a little bit, and here we are on board with Bourdais. Going up the inside, that's an ambitious move, and contact, but... that's Ralph actually, sorry about that. But gaining 2 positions and killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Webber's not done with Rosberg yet, he's going to try and get in the slipstream and see if he can get him under braking for turn 1. Rosberg defends, but Webber goes more up the inside. Not quite there. There's almost contact. It looks like Webber does have the quicker car. Now he's gonna. Oh, he's very close here. He's gonna try into the hairpin. Rosberg closed the door a bit, and that was some good defending. But with Tornado locked up then. And Trulli nudges the back of Pantano. And look at that, Ralf Schumacher. He's going to take Jarno Trulli. Ralph's flying. But Jarno Trulli's looking to get back at him. That was a slight nudge, I think. But Ralph's got the position, no problem. And Pantano down in 20th. Has he made a pit stop? I'm not sure. And Zonta's pitting as well. Maybe they're on the 3-stop strategy. And here's Zonta in 12th. Flying a bit. He's challenging the back of the Pedersen. Looks like Alonso to me. Up into turn 1. Yes, he's through. Into 9th now. The pit stops are underway. Left, right and centre. Rosberg leads. He's not made his pit stop yet. And Webber's taking Schumacher for 6th place into turn 1. Schumacher yet to make a stop. Now here is Rosberg, yet to stop, but got Hamilton all over the back of him. Hamilton's got the fresher tyres. And he's going to outbrake him into turn 8. No problem. Hamilton's pulled away a lot from the Dark Wolves. He's got a commanding lead. Here we are on board with Webber chasing Marc Genet. Oh, Genet's... that's Bruni, sorry. Oh, there's contact and Bruni's taken Webber off. Poor driving from Jean-Marie Bruni. So he just got a bit of understeer there and then completely blocks Webber. Oh, Rosberg up the inside of Alonso. Rosberg's just made a pit stop. And he's dropped behind his teammate, but Rosberg has got the fresher tyres. I think he's trying the late 2-stop strategy. Into turn 8, up to 5th. Alonso's made up a lot of ground during the pit stops. He started down in 11th, but now he's up to 6th. And Rosberg flying again, challenging Genet for 3rd. Strategy looks to be paying off quite well. As we look at Ralf Schumacher now chasing an ex-elite. The 9th, that'll be Trulli. Oh, Trulli's gone far too quick into that corner. There's going to be contact again. And Ralph's first race since Imola has not gone well. Lovely on-board shot with Pantano trying to take. That was a lapped runner, and Clean, oh, he's got a problem. He's going to pull off track. Nearly got his collided with his team. Look at the traffic jam there. But Clean is out. Anyway, we've forgotten about the action up at front. So Hamilton leads from Vettel Rosberg, who's now up to 3rd. And here's Lewis Hamilton in the lead. Approaching to lap Ricardo Zonta there, who has made 3 stops, and Hamilton locking up a bit. So he is pushing hard. Alonso challenging Raikkonen into the turn 8, no problem. Alonso up to 5th. It's been a good race from Fernando Alonso. And here's the replay of how he did it. See Raikkonen being held up by an ex-elite. That would be likely to be speed, and Alonso got the inside cut. Raikkonen napping there. Pantano chasing Zonta. And Zonta also being held up by the ex-elite. Into turn 8. All right, the thin gap, and Pantano's run wide, and so Zonta. Ooh, nearly contact between Pantano and the ex-elite, and look at that, Zonta got on the track first, and he's now side by side as the hairpin. Battle of the late breakers, but it looks like it's going to be Pantano who takes 7th. And Vettel is trimming the gap a bit, but he's far too late to make any impression on Lewis Hamilton. And Genet's only less than 2 seconds behind Rosberg. And Jenson Button's engine's blown up. The Renault engine could not hack it. And Lewis Hamilton in the lead. And Genet's right behind Rosberg as well. Only 8 tenths behind, but I think Genet may have to turn it up to 11 to try and take the podium position. But this is the final lap, and Lewis Hamilton looks like he's going to take an easy win. His 2nd win of the season, and shake and bake's 2nd ever Lewis Hamilton wins. Beats someone who can beat Vettel at last. Sebastian finished second. Rosberg back on the podium. In third, Genet fourth. Good drive from Alonso as well. Jarno Trulli takes points for Exelite. He beats Ricardo Zonta. And the championship position. Hamilton trims it down a little bit, but Sebastian's got it all under control. And it says Kubica in third, but Rosberg has more points. I'm not sure how that's worked. Darkwolf increased the gap over FJR with second and fourth. That was Canada. We shall see you in the next race, where we return to Austria.